Hector P. Valenti, a captivating magician from New York City, is getting turned down for national talent shows despite his desire to participate. Following an unsuccessful audition, he happens upon a singing young crocodile and gives him the name Lyle. He then walks into an exotic pet shop. Hector puts his 3-story Victorian brownstone home up as collateral for their performance because he sees Lyle as a way to cash in on the talent industry, but Lyle gets stage fright at the premiere and Hector loses the house. Lyle is left to fend for himself as Hector tries to make more money after being forced to move out. Josh, the young son of Mr. and Mrs. Prim, and they move into the home 18 months later. Josh fails to make friends at school and is first scared about moving into his new house. One night, he finds Lyle, now an adult, living in the attic. After Lyle saves Josh from a robber and shows off his singing ability, they become friends. After learning about Lyle, Josh's stepmother and father, who were at first afraid of him, grew close to Lyle over their shared interests. Hector visits Lyle there one day since, according to an agreement, he is permitted to reside there 15 days a year. He tries again to convince Lyle to perform on stage, but he is unsuccessful because Lyle still experiences stage fright, with the exception of when he performs for the Prims. Lyle, Hector, and the Prims are causing a lot of noise, which annoys Alastair Grumps, the Prims' hostile downstairs neighbor. He installs cameras to see what is going on since he is determined to stop it, but he succeeds in his mission by paying Hector to sell out Lyle in exchange for cash to settle his obligations. Stage fright prevents Lyle from persuading the authorities of his good intentions, so he is imprisoned at the zoo. Hector, who feels bad about what he did to Lyle, enlists Josh's assistance to try to get Josh out of the zoo, who was initially unwilling to help after learning Hector sold Lyle out. On Josh's insistence, Hector and Lyle reconcile with each other before Lyle escapes with Josh to the talent show, while Hector distracts the authorities. On stage, Lyle manages to overcome his stage fright with help from Josh, receiving acclaim from the audience and viewers for his singing talent. A trial is convened a month later to decide whether Lyle should be allowed to go free. When Hector reveals that the deed to his home was written out to his grandmother, who built the house and founded the New York City Zoo where Lyle was previously kept, allowing her to keep exotic animals as pets, and that it was hidden away under Mr. Grump's bed, the judge ultimately decides to rule against Mr. Grumps in favor of Lyle. After the trial, the Prims take Lyle on vacation to celebrate his release, and the implicit expulsion of Mr. Grumps, while Hector meets a new gifted animal, a beatboxing rattlesnake owned by Josh's buddy Trudy.